The glory of the Lord is coming down. When the saints begin to pray for the Lord to have his way, and the glory of the Lord is coming down. Once upon a time, the end. Happy times and sad, yet sad but happy times. For in Africa there was a man that met God before a preacher. There was a man from sand to dust and dust to sand, served a higher purpose that human minds could never transcend. Oh, once upon a time, the end. From Africa to the world and the world back to Africa. Happy times and sad, yet sad but happy times. Of the well-known African apostle raised for the undiluted gospel of Jesus Christ. African child, it was as if sweet music played beyond the high and low note, as was described by a man who was raised to usher the world away from the dark and back to the light. Oh, once upon a time, the end. From Africa to the world and the world back to Africa. There was a man amongst many who met God before a preacher, and is the reason of Africa's foundation, which stands and grows under the foundation, under the words of fear not, sin not. Do not cry, Africa. Do not cry, O world. Wipe your tears away. Do not let them fall. For the seeds have been planted by God through the African apostle, and now has been called back to rest. Now all ye who stood witness, let us remember not to forget, to tell the world and the coming generation that there was a man who met God before a preacher, a man who took a path to serve and was humble in nature, even though he served a big God, a man who never grew weary of the gospel, that till his final resting place spoke of the undiluted gospel like it was in his beginning stages under the gum tree. A man who taught about the everlasting and immeasurable love of God, demonstrating such love through every step. Once upon a time, the end, once upon a time. What was will still be, that the glory of the Lord will continue coming down as we continue to practice to have a good relationship with God. Oh Africa, listen, oh world. There once was a man named Ezekiel Handina Wankukuti, who met God before a preacher. Make sure to tell them all. When the saints begin to praise for the Lord to have his way, and the glory of the Lord is coming down, coming down, coming down, down, down. He's coming down. Oh, the glory is coming down. When the saints begin to pray for the Lord to have his way, and the glory of the Lord is coming down. Make sure to tell them all of the man